homes out there that have heated box blinds overlooking beautiful food plots and shooting lanes. I'm extremely jealous of you right now.
Because it grunted twice at me. That's what I was. Well, it grunted twice at the 3 does.
Well,
we're 7, dude. We are 7. They are 7, and they are 5. So we are tied for the lead. Time and dealing. We are back.
all right, just leaving for deer camp to drive 5 hours, and there's deer in the front yard. Hey, you guys want to go up to Minnesota? All right, let's go.
You're looking at. Hold on. Oh, your money's been weird.
All right, we got our licenses. Mine are $186. Mark's $6. Hopefully he shoots the deer, it'll be cheaper.
Yeah.
Headed north.
St. Bulldozer smack through the middle of Tom's green. All winter long, the truck's told.
You wanna go open that?
So now there's one in the chamber, and so all you gotta do is, and then I don't, let's see, it's at a pretty high level. Let's see.
Remember, nice and slow. All right, rifles are sighted in. Mine was fine. My dad's are a little wonky, and then we brought an old SKS as a backup for maybe Mark to shoot, but that one was way off, so I don't know if we're gonna be using that, and we're running low on cartridges for that. But so this is at 100 yards. My first shot was there, my second shot was there, so that's pretty good. But the SKS was like all over the place. But we're ready. So where are you at in the class?
hunting.
Got fans of the channel here.
I was pheasant hunting.
Yeah, you too. Yeah.
Opening weekend I was pheasant hunting, and a couple DNR people came over.
You got it. All right, we're up at the shack. As you can see, they logged all the area around our shack. There's a cabin right there. Mark's headed to it with the four-wheeler. These are all woods. Last year, year before. So, it's been logged. So, good news is we can drive our vehicles in closer to the shack. We couldn't do that before. The bad news is there's no cover for the deer. So, possibly the deer will end up on our property, the property that we own, which is about a quarter mile that way. But my dad and I don't hunt over there. We hunt on the public land, across the road. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. You know, they made the road a lot wider because, you know, it used to be barely big enough for a four-wheeler to come by. Now obviously, again, you can take a truck all the way up here. So when my dad was up here, you know, making his first load an hour ago, not even, there was a guy exploring up here because this is all public land, and he didn't realize there was a cabin up here. So yeah, I think there's gonna be a little bit more pressure in here, people just exploring, but it's interesting. All right, I'm gonna get loaded up and then we'll head into the shack.
The scrape that I thought.
Could be. So we got 2 deer here.
Oh, and then look at that rub.
Oh yeah, that's a rub.
Yep, and that's pretty close to the ground blind. That's the trail right in front of the ground blind, and that looked like a scrape right
So
there.
I got 2 deer, 2 does. So this is a month ago at noon, so that's good.
Pretty big bodied deer,
Yeah,
but I don't see
it's
any
a doe,
horns.
yeah. Another buck right there. Might be this, is it the 6 or the 8? So that looks like maybe the 8 again. Doesn't look very big in the neck.
No,
Although
it
it's still
doesn't.
not gonna.
But then that's a month ago, 4 weeks ago.
True. Because it looks like he's eyeing him up. So this is 554. They're fighting. Look at that. That's cool.
Yeah, they are.
They're-
Oh yeah, look at that.
Wow. So I know there's 2 bucks in the area, and that's October 15th at 6 p.m. Boy, I'm gonna have to stay there all night. Look at that one. That one looks like he's got longer tines there too.
Well, that's the dominant one. Looks like it. Oh,
Now they're
it's
fighting
back.
again.
Now they're back. Now, if they're fighting, would you shoot both of them?
Look at all those antlers right in there. Ooh. They're fighting right in front of the trail camera.
Looks like I put the trail camera in the proper spot.
That's fascinating to me. Might be a 10-point. Because I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
At least 4.
According to this, it's going to get down to 20 degrees. And at 5 a.m. when we leave, it's 20 degrees.
So there's a small buck yesterday. This is 11 a.m. So I'm gonna have to. And there's.
There you be.
So basically we went.
Oh, are you a day off? Because that's showing this. Oh,
Yeah, it's the 7th. We're 7th.
Okay.
2 p.m.
Okay.
So this was 24 hours nothing. So we're about due for another deer to come through. So there's definitely some bucks here.
for low.
I almost did the power move. Oh, it would have worked.
That's my king.
At the jack. Okay.
Alright.
Hey! Ooh! So tower. So you had what? King, jack, and another.
Yeah.
We still got 3.
That was my 2 bid.
Wow. Still got 3. 3-1.
That 10.
Ready, set, go.
You got it. There we go, Ace. Somebody give him a jack. I'll give him a 10. Somebody give him a jack. There we go. Good bid, Pard. Mark?
R5.
I concur. I like that.
Well, good night from night 1. Opening weekend at Minnesota Deer Camp. Getting ready for bed here at Deer Camp. The northern lights are out. It's kind of nice. Since they logged in our area, you can kind of see them from our cabin. We're getting up in 6.5 hours, about 4:30, to go head over to the other side and climb into my tree, and I'm planning to stay in that tree all day long. We'll see. But it's a good first night at camp, and stay tuned to see if we see anything tomorrow. I'm excited. Well, good morning. It's Saturday, November 8th. It's the opening day of Minnesota deer firearm season. We're just getting going. It's about 5:20, and we drove to our little trail here. I've got my 4-wheeler, so now I gotta head up the hill and head towards my tree where I've sat the last 22 years. It's a nearly full moon. It's maybe partly cloudy. So far there's no wind at the moment, so that's good. But it's cool and crisp. It's probably 20 degrees, but I'll check the temperature once I get to the stand. But got about 35 minutes till, well, we got an hour and 5 minutes till shooting light, and I usually like to be in my stand at least 30 minutes before shooting light, so gotta get seated in the next half hour. We'll see if that happens. Stick with us. All right, well, just parked the 4-wheeler. We're at the beginning of my trail. Got about a quarter-mile walk through the thick woods. If you've watched the previous videos, you know that this is always the most fun time of the hunt because it's cold, so I'm way overdressed, so I can't move quick. And the woods are thick, and even yesterday when I was coming here to check it out in the daylight, it was easy to get turned around because it just grows up every year a little bit differently. So let's see if we can find the stand. Nice crunchy leaves. Hopefully hear the deer moving. No wind right now, which is great. Oh, we made it. There's a stand. 6:05. It's perfectly still right now, which is great. I hope it stays like this all morning. Got about 25 minutes, 30 minutes to shoot in light, but it's pretty dark in my woods, so usually it's a little bit after that before I can actually see anything to shoot, but at the moment, it's looking pretty good. Beautiful morning. Let's get settled in. It's about 7. Sunrise is in about 15 minutes. Still cold and crisp. So it's 17 degrees here, but with no wind. That's kind of nice. At least it's tolerable. Technically it's shooting light, but it's still pretty dark in these woods. I just had 4 deer come within 15 yards of me. A doe, big doe, and 2, look at the yearling does probably, came in right at me. Kind of eating and slowly moving. And then just as they got past me, I heard a deer coming along the same trail. I thought that's gotta be a buck. So I got the gun up. And I could hear where it was coming, and there was one little gap in the trees. And I saw it, and it was a spike buck, a little spike buck. Pretty nice spike, actually. Probably a year and a half old. But he hung out here for 15 minutes. He's still over there. He's probably 60 yards away. But he came within. I mean, I think I got it all on video. He was within 5 yards of me. I got to spit on him. But there were a couple times he was looking back. And I thought for sure there would be another buck coming behind him. I even thought I heard a grunt, a faint grunt. But nothing else ever came. But that was sweet. It's been such an active morning. I'm freezing. There were 2 other deer that I heard. At least I'm almost certain they were deer. I never did see them. They were also within about 40 yards of me. But it's just so thick here. So the deer are moving. It's awesome that there's no wind right now, so I can hear everything. And then I get over that crunch of the leaves. I can still hear that spike. He came right up underneath my stand. Stay tuned. Well, it's about 9:50, and haven't seen much movement in the last hour. It was pretty active up until about 9 o'clock. I did hear another deer, or at least I'm pretty sure it was a deer, about 8:45. I mean, it's just so thick here. There's been 3 times now this morning where I'm very certain I heard deer and they were within probably 40 or 50 yards of me and never saw them. But that's okay. It's good, good morning so far. It's cold. It's 23 degrees. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit, maybe 5 to 10 miles an hour. Kind of a little bit of flurries in the air. But trying to stay warm. Be nice to get some more action to warm me up. You know, you hear the leaves crunch. Even if it's a squirrel, that warms you up. Not very many shots this morning. Definitely nothing within 10 miles. A couple far off shots, but not much. We'll see what the next couple hours hold. it's about 5 afternoon. And I haven't seen anything since about 9 a.m. So it's been about 3 hours. I've seen some squirrels. That's about it. Snow's coming down a little more steady. My dad and my boy sitting in a ground blind, probably a quarter mile that way, and haven't seen anything all morning. So I think they're going to the shack for lunch. I'm going to try to stick it out here in the stand. Although it's 23 degrees, feels like 17. Wind is picking up a little bit, gusting up to 12 to 15. A little bit of snow is actually kind of helping because some of it's sticking. So it's giving me some contrast, so maybe I can see some things if something does happen to come along. But it's almost like the animals, the critters just stopped moving. But I have a better chance of seeing something out here than at the shack, so I'm going to try to stick it out. Wish me luck. All right, well, it's a little before 4. I just got down from my stand and I'm hiking out. Sunset's about 4:30, but I'm pretty cold. And if I did shoot one here in the last half hour of light, that would be not fun to deal with in the dark. So put plenty of time in the stand today. Didn't see anything after 9 a.m. except squirrels and blue jays. But, you know, the first couple hours made it worth it, seeing those deer. And I'm not a trophy hunter, and I suppose under different circumstances I would have shot that spike. You know, it was an easy shot. But, you know, it was 8 a.m. I'd already seen some deer, heard some other deer. It just seemed like I'd have other opportunities for better deer. Got some nice 6 and 8s on the cameras, so I know there's some good deer around. So, I don't know. Maybe if I see him again later in the season, it'll be a different choice, but sounds like Lee shot a buck, so that's good. I really only heard one shot within a 10-mile radius all day, and so that must have been him. So we'll get back to the shack and take a look at that. Mark helped them drag it out, so got to be a part of that process. But all right, heading back to the 4-wheeler. Well, Lee got a nice fork horn, so that's excellent. He was walking the edge of the new clear cut and saw it a couple hundred yards away and decided, yeah, we want some meat, and that's great. Although I guess there's some other guy hunting the area that we've been hunting for 30 years and creating a little bit of problems, but yeah, I don't know. It's hunting public land, you never know what you're going to get. I mean, we've been fortunate that we've had this land all to ourselves for 30 years, and now that they did this clear cut, there's a big road in here, and so people are going to explore it more. The road is actually a private road. It's our private road. We pay, I think, the feds to have it. So next year we're going to put a gate on it, keep some of the people out. I mean, we don't care if people walk it, and they can walk it because it's public land, but I don't know. Well, it's drama, public land drama. I'll supervise with the camera.
Come on, my side then. Your side?
Yeah, we'll make room for more.
Yeah, there's gonna be 3-4 deer up there.
Yeah,
by the
I
end
know.
of
We
it.
gotta hold that, young man. Thank you.
You're doing awesome.
I get the bear hug here.
Lift.
One more.
Might be
Wrap it
good.
around the beam. Or you want one mark?
Lift.
Got it.
Okay, yeah.
We're good.
There we go.
Venison.
Venison. Meat on the hoof.
All right. Good job, everybody.
No, I haven't had enough to drink to play that.
That's my partner.
Dave's not here yet. Sorry.
I'll go 2 more.
I will help my partner as much as humanly
hope so.
possible.
Good job.
Yeah.
Oh.
You didn't have to help your dad that much.
Yeah, right? I mean, he is giving you a ride home and all, but.
Maybe.
Dang.
And it's
Ew, attaboy.
He's got to have another trump left.
Yeah.
Actually relying on my partner for that last trump.
Ooh, that might split it up
Ooh,
though.
I think we got game low.
yeah, and your
Chop
partner,
City.
your partner ducked you.
19.
Only on 2 he went though.
Good job, Hard.
I had a jack 3. And I'm like, no, you're not gonna throw your partner
Chocolate
for that
side.
one.
Jack
right?
3, no, it's too early for that.
You were like, yeah.
Anybody need anything from
I had
outside?
ace
Better
losers.
go to the bathroom while we're.
Need anything?
We're good.
Okay, great.
For now, yes, thank you, man.
No problem.
Well, so I appreciate people on the team now,
Yep.
until they're like really needed. Then it's like everybody's like,
It's not Green Giant though. It's Bird's Eye. Please.
Oh,
They're big. Birds eye are big.
Candy pat. No, take it home.
Oh, it's gotta be a sharp knife around here someplace. Or scissors. The scissors are terrible. So.
No, they're not on the big tin.
Watch him miss it.
it could happen. It's like it's raining.
Oh, he's praying to God.
He did tip his
That
hat.
doesn't care, so
Not even worried about football.
Yeah,
He
right.
don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not worried about football.
Okay, that's good enough for put. I don't think. Oh, we've got dinner buns and butter. That's
All right, dinner at the shack.
so Oregon won, huh?
Yes, that's a different game though. This is another one. Iowa State versus TCU.
Doesn't get much better than this, right?
No,
Justin?
except we don't have any. What do we call them? Can cakes. There's a can
Oh, we
cake
got
over there.
can cake.
Old swell.
Wait. Here's a can
Can
cake.
cake. All right.
Plenty of them.
I was wondering what you're talking about.
You
We had-
can't let her get
We
away.
had venison last night and.
It's a wild game feed at the shack.
Yeah, we're going pheasant.
Doesn't new guy have to eat the heart raw?
We left that in the
Usually.
woods.
Oh, he didn't get broken in.
You save that for Andrew.
Yeah, you can have it. Ooh, that was quick. Wow.
944 still.
944.
Didn't change.
Still.
No, he's just trying to figure out who has a 9 and who has a 4.
Oh, reverse throw in.
I love it.
I had that.
Wow.
That is the first one all weekend.
Yeah.
No, I
744.
That doesn't happen
I
often.
had that. Look at that. Pass.
Yep.
I'll go 2.
oh man, I had a 2 there, but I don't have a 3. Or do I? Oh,
What's one?
Okay, it's all around to you.
All right, Jack and 10 preferably.
How about that?
My
Should have
partner.
been.
Hey, look at that. My partner. Shenanigans. My partner. Oh.
Mark, that a boy.
It's a better place for it than
Anything other than Trump led, and I get
Well,
my
yeah,
jack.
that's why I did it.
Awesome. Good job.
Got the
Mark.
jack. Yeah.
Here's my third jack.
Oh, wow.
Boss. Boss.
Look at
Boss. Hey, 30 points. Booyah.
And
So we got 3, I think.
you got it.
And you
that.
got
They
1.
got 4.
You got the jack.
No,
No,
they
you
got
took
it.
the jack.
He
So
took it.
3-1.
I think I had the jack of
I had
that.
4 diamonds, and
So
then
we're
an ace
like
and a 10.
7 now?
We're 7, dude. We are
Holy
7.
diamond.
They are 7, and they are 5. So we are tied for the lead.
Back in
Time
action.
and kneeling.
Back.
We are
You know what I
back.
mean? It's like,
A
you know,
lot of
It's
energy
a good,
right
too
now.
good.
yeah, yeah.
I just had like 3 bags of M&Ms.
Oh, that's what happened.
anything, you'd have the jack and you'd be behind.
All right,
him,
in Tales from the Shack, we go back to November 2005.
Love it.
20 years ago. So I actually wrote this. So 8 Shackers, a new version of cards, 8-person schmear. It was me, Mike, Don, Jess, Mark, Marty, Tom, Missy. Opening weekend, 8 Shackers. The Patchins saw all of the deer. On Saturday, Mike shot 6 times at 3 deer. He downed one twice, but we couldn't find it. I shot a yearling doe in the hindquarters at about 150 yards. It was the only deer recovered on day 1. Mike found the rack of a 10-pointer that he claims was one he shot 2 years ago.
1 year ago.
It says 2 years ago, the book don't lie. On Sunday morning, no deer were seen. Don and Tom and Jess came up and helped us look for that deer shot on Saturday, and it was found. A button buck. So Patchins brought home the venison.
Well, that was one that just...
And also cashed in and playing cards. Also epilogue. That next weekend is when I shot my big ones. Second weekend.
Pictures to prove it.
Pictures to prove it.
So I unloaded everything, got in the trailer. I was going to head home, and I said, well, as long as I'm here, I'll go to the doe spot. Spilled coffee on my lap. Parked where we normally park. I walked in. I called him, complaining, hung up the phone. A 9-point buck tracks me right there. Boom. I call back and I said, guess what? I just shot a 9-point buck. No, you didn't.
This is where it gets riskier. Read this 5.
Oh, I had the 4.
Okay.
I also have a 6.
Done. Greedy.
I'm going to play my jack.
Ooh, this is going south in all sorts of different ways.
Wait!
Give him a 10. Oh, greedy! Whoa!
You know, if you hadn't trumped, he was in the lead. And
Well, I know. Why would I want you to get your jack home?
how would you know I had the jack? Because I played the 10 the first one.
I was trying to be in the lead for going through him. That's that.
I
Good
did
job.
not count him.
Good job.
Because I knew the ace and the king.
That goofy old fart.
That was perfect.
Sucked. He's high man.
Not my problem. Couldn't have happened to a better man.
Thank you kindly.
Well, that's the end of Saturday night. First weekend in deer camp. So, not very many deer were seen. I saw the most deer. My dad and Mark did not see any. Mark S. did not see any. I don't think Tom saw any. But Lee shot a small fork horn, but it's good bodied deer, so that'll taste good. Nice young deer. It's a little partly cloudy, the moon's out. And no wind at the moment. I hope it's calm tomorrow morning. That'll be great. But we're getting up again at 4:30. Mark S. won the card game tonight, so we're all going to bed pretty early. I don't even think it's 9 o'clock yet. But, you know, when you're out all day, then you get tired at night early. And when you're getting up at 4:30 in the morning, you want to try to get to bed as early as you can too. So hopefully tomorrow morning, the deer will be moving and we'll see if we can get one. So see you then. Well, good morning. It's Sunday morning, opening weekend, Minnesota hunting. And we got about 1 inch of snow on the ground, and it's still snowing, which is kind of a good thing as far as me being able to see deer as long as it's not sticking to the trees too much. But the problem is it's super windy. Let me see, right now it's 22 degrees here. Real feel is 12. And the wind is blowing up to 20 miles an hour from the north, which is good in the sense that it's at my back. Where'd you go? Hold on. So the wind is coming from the north, which is good because it's coming from my back. So it's not in my face, but then it's also blowing towards the deer. But what are you gonna do? I'm 20 some odd feet in the air. So hopefully they won't smell me. It'd be great if it stopped snowing and the wind died down, but I don't think either's in the forecast for today. Coming in, there were no tracks on our shack road or on the trail when I drove my four-wheeler in. Although, I did see a fresh truck right behind my stand. A small deer walked right behind my stand probably within the last hour because it's, snowing still. So, I might have bumped him, but it didn't look that fresh. But it was fresh. So, it's 6 a.m. and we got about 35 minutes till shooting light and about an hour till sunrise. But especially with the snow and the cloud cover, I won't be able to shoot anything till probably close to 7. It's so dark and thick here, but we'll see if the deer want to move. We're going to hunt till about 11 o'clock this morning. So, got about 4 hours to get it done once it gets daylight. Well, it's about 8:30, and as you can see, it's still snowing pretty good, and the wind is blowing 10 to 15 miles an hour pretty regularly. It does die down occasionally, and it's nice. When it's calm, it's nice. I did see 2 deer this morning. One about 7 o'clock. Came towards me off to my right, I guess front right about 1 o'clock. It was almost like it was being chased, or it ran towards me and kind of jumped and landed. There's a big bodied deer, but I couldn't see the head. There's a big kind of aspen in the way. And then it slowly walked off the other way, and I never saw it again. And then maybe 10 minutes after that, one came into my left, walked right through my shooting lane. Not much of a lane, but a little opening. I think it was a small doe. It was moving pretty quick. I might have got that one on camera because I have a trail camera that way, and he walked that way, and I think I saw he was about to stick his head out. And yeah, so we'll have to see. It's probably, I don't know if the camera caught it or not, but so 99% sure that one was a small doe. That one, I don't know, was a big bodied deer. But it's hard to hear them with the wind and the snow and it's more muffled. So you kind of hear things, and there's squirrels, and yesterday they were super loud, and so that I could hear them before I could even see them. I think I've heard 2 shots so far this morning, so I don't know if they're just not moving yet or what, but it'd be nice if the snow stopped and the wind stopped. It'd be even better, but we'll stick it out. all you camps out there that have heated box blinds overlooking beautiful food plots and shooting lanes. I'm extremely jealous of you right now. Wind chills in the low teens. I'm getting snowed on. Public land. Low deer numbers. But this is the way I do it. The woods are thick here, and the snow on the limbs is going to make it a little bit hard to see the deer, but I can't really hear them because it's so windy. But I'm up for the challenge. Part of the reason I think the deer like this particular area to travel in is because it's so thick and because it's public land. I can't, mow down huge shooting lanes. So I've got a couple of gaps, a couple of natural gaps that, if I'm lucky, they'll peek their heads in. And so, like yesterday, I heard a few that I never did see because it's just so thick. Today, at least I got glimpses of the 2 deer, so I know they're deer, but couldn't get good looks to see, especially the one, if it was a buck or not. I don't know if deer like to move so much in the snow like this, but we'll stick it out another couple hours and see if anything wanders by. I'm starting to get a little cold. Well, it's about 10:45. Haven't seen anything since that first half hour. Still snowing. Sun actually popped out for about 15 seconds and the wind had died down, and it was actually kind of nice. But I'm definitely cold and snow covered. But I'm glad it came out. And I'm gonna crawl on down from this stand and head back to the shack and see if anybody else saw anything this morning. I didn't hear any shots that were anywhere close to our group, so hopefully the boy and Grandpa saw something, but I don't know, they didn't seem to be moving around too much in the snow, which I can't blame them. Let's go see. Guess there's been some snow since I left about 5 hours ago. See anything?
Nope.
Nothing.
Just snow.
No deer?
We never saw a bird, a squirrel, a rabbit, a deer. What about you?
I saw 2 deer.
You really?
Yeah.
I suppose both does.
Well, the one was a doe. I'm 99% sure. The other one I never saw the head. All right, first weekend in the books.
Yep. Cold.
Cold. I saw 6 deer. Mark saw 0 deer.
0.
But more to the hunt than the deer. So now we get to drive home in a snowstorm and look forward to next weekend. Maybe there'll be more deer next weekend. Do you have shoes somewhere?
Yeah.
See ya.
Yep.
Well, good afternoon. It's about 12:30 on Friday, November 14th. I'm back in the tree. As you can maybe see, it's pretty windy, 20-mile-an-hour winds plus, but it's warm. It's 55 degrees. So just got here settled in. I bumped a deer when I got off my four-wheeler and I started walking. There was a deer kind of within the first 30 yards of where my four-wheeler was, so, which is a few hundred yards back that way, but in the vicinity. So hopefully we'll see something this afternoon. This spot isn't great for afternoon. I have never shot a deer afternoon. I've shot 2 deer right around noon here, but I've never shot one afternoon. And I see very few deer here afternoon. So maybe some of you more hardcore deer hunters know why that is, why we just don't seem to see deer in the afternoon here. And the friend of the channel that we met last weekend said it's the same thing where he hunts. So at least it's comfortable out here. Hopefully stuff will get moving here pretty soon, so stay tuned. Well, it's about 25 after 4. Sunset's in about 5 minutes. I just got down from my stand and walked to the 4-wheeler. Saw 2 deer today, this afternoon. It was frustrating though because it was so windy. So neither deer did I really hear. The first one I was super lucky even to notice. I was standing up and stretching and just happened to turn around and it was right behind me, staring at me. And it was kind of behind a tree, and so it saw me and it kind of backed up a little bit, and then I kind of got positioned, and then it just sort of walked off, on my trail coming into my stand, and I'm 99% sure that was a doe. But then probably 45 minutes after that, I was getting kind of bored, so I decided to rattle, which I haven't done all season yet. And I heard some noise coming kind of right towards my direction, like immediately. So I got ready, and I never did see it. It's just the wind. It's just kind of blowing everywhere, and you kind of don't know where the noise is coming from. But then maybe 15-20 minutes after that, I was kind of looking around slowly, and I looked behind me and I saw a tail, go up and go directly behind me again. So didn't hear that one. I just saw the white flag and go the other way. So that maybe it was a buck. Maybe that was what I rattled in. I was just kind of hanging out in the vicinity for 15 minutes. But and then right at about the time I was starting to get ready to get down from the stand, right at 4 o'clock, I heard noises that I thought could be a deer in the thick stuff off to my right. It's kind of right here, a lot of this stuff. Again, never did see anything. It seems like the wind is finally now just starting to calm down. I don't know what the forecast is for tomorrow. Probably windy. I'm gonna get out here early tomorrow morning. If we can have a couple hours where it's not windy, I think we could get some action. Because both of those deer I probably would have heard if there had been no wind, and then I could have been ready for them a little bit better. But I also forgot my grunt call, so I couldn't really do anything with that. But I'm gonna head back to the shack and get situated for the evening.
It'll look like the one deer that was in front of mine in the middle of the night is not the same deer that you were shooting, so.
Yeah. It's cool that they like that branch. Well, we'll see if there's anything at the food plot.
Oh, did you go get those?
Yeah, that was the whole plan.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's like a fisher.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's a fisher. Or is it a climber? It's a fisher. Yeah, I
big.
think it's a fisher. 14th, which is today. So there's nothing all week. Look at that. Besides the fisher, nothing in the food plot all week. There's a little spike, maybe. Like one spike, maybe.
No, but
That one looks less legal than the other one.
yeah, it sure does.
It looks pretty dark for 7 a.m., so I don't know if that's off. I guess we'll see what time I pick it up. It seems to be eating some stuff in there.
Yeah.
So there's me at 12:47. So this is off by an hour because I was probably there at 11:47. So these were there at 6:30. What time is shooting light? I thought it was 7, I think.
No, it's about 6:45.
Okay.
Well, it'd be nice for one of us to shoot deer tomorrow.
Yeah. At least see something. At least have a little bit of activity.
Yep. Why are we not playing?
Yeah.
Holy buckets. 10. I'm sure you get hit.
A little bit.
Probably the best you can get hit. So I've got 15, 2, 4, and 4 is 8.
52, 54, pair of 6.
Yep. See what I had to throw in. See what my dilemma was.
Jack 4, huh?
Jack 4.
Yeah, you give me that.
Yeah, so do I keep the jack with this, but then I have to give you this, so it turned out I think I played that right.
I just got 3 innings.
Yep.
It's another night at deer camp. Friday night. My dad and I played 3 games of cribbage. He won 1 and I won, or he won 2 and I won 1. So it's been a long time since I've played cribbage, but it was fun. So we're getting to bed kind of early. Getting up at 4:45 to get into the woods. I think there's going to be some deer moving around tomorrow morning. It's supposed to be windy, chance of rain, but I'm optimistic. So we'll see you tomorrow. Well, good morning. It's Saturday, November 15th, second weekend of Minnesota firearm deer hunting season. It's about 5:30 in the morning, and I just parked the four-wheeler, so I'm about to walk the quarter mile to my tree. It's overcast. I think it rained a little bit last night, so stuff's wet. It's warm though, it's 40 degrees, so it's much warmer than last weekend, so I'm definitely overdressed. And so I'll have to walk in slowly so I don't work up a sweat. But, you know, with the wind, it's probably going to feel cooler than it is. Plus, I'm not super pumped about the wind because it makes it harder to hear the deer, so we'll see. I mean, it's not super windy right now, but I mean, my best chance of seeing something is probably within the first 1 to 2 hours of shooting light, so hopefully the wind will be relatively calm for that. But let's start walking and get settled in. It's about 10 after 9. I just had 2 deer come in. Basically at 1 o'clock, and I heard them running. Otherwise I probably wouldn't have heard them, because it's so windy. They're kind of crashing through, and so I got ready. And one of them stopped, right at my 1 o'clock. The other one kept going to my right. And the one that stopped, he was broadside, right in an opening, and I had him on the scope. But his head was behind a dead tree. So I couldn't tell if it was a buck or not. Didn't seem like a huge body. But then as I had the scope on him, he grunted. But I couldn't see the head, so I couldn't shoot. And plus I knew there was at least 2 deer. Maybe there was a third. And so then he turned and went directly away from me, kind of down that opening. And I could kind of see the head, and I didn't really see antlers, so I'm guessing it was probably that spike from last weekend. I got a lot of pictures of him on the trail camera this week. Not a lot, but 3, 4. So he's around. That's what I'm guessing, since I didn't see any antlers. After probably about 5 minutes of him walking the other way, I grunted to see if I could bring him back. And then the deer that was off to my right made some noise and started coming towards me, so I got prepared for that. And I thought, well, maybe there's 2 bucks. But it's, you know, if you watch this video long enough, these series of videos long enough, you know that off to my right is just so thick I can't see anything. So I kind of prepared myself. You know, I heard him not too far away. I mean, it was within 40 yards, but I couldn't see. You got pine trees over there. So then I grunted again, and I heard it walk towards me, and I could see 25 yards away legs and kind of body, and I thought, okay, here we go. It's got to be a buck. And she peeked out, and it was a doe. So she came to that grunt. So, and then you probably saw from the video that she was right underneath me at about 15 yards, looking up at me, and she definitely saw me and was kind of stomping a little bit. You know, she stayed down there underneath me for a little while, and then slowly walked off to my right. But it's so windy, it's really hard to hear anything. So, but at least they're moving. That buck might have smelled me. The wind was going kind of right towards him. I mean, I'm up 20 plus feet, but there's a little bit of a hill that way. So he might have smelled me, but I don't know why the doe wouldn't have. I mean, the doe kind of went off to my right a little bit more, so probably wasn't in the scent cone, but I've heard 1 shot all morning, and it was nowhere near us. Sun comes in and out of the clouds, and super windy. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay in my stand, just because it's hard to see and hear anything. But we'll hang out for another couple hours. It's about noon, and I haven't seen anything since those 2 around 9 a.m. A couple squirrels, that's about it. It is warm, it's 41 degrees. It's windy, and the wind definitely has a chill to it, so it's probably in the low 30s, the wind. This spot is too difficult to hunt in the wind and the quiet leaves, so I think I'm going to get down from here and head back to the shack and then do some still hunting around there this afternoon and explore the new clear cut. Check out our property over there. Should be a nice afternoon for a walk. I might be able to sneak up on one with this wind, and it's quiet walking, so I'll definitely have to shed some layers because I'm way overdressed. But I'm gonna go for a little walk and stretch my legs. See if we can't find a deer over there. All right, it's about 1:30. Just leaving the shack. Let's go for a little walk. See if we can find some deer. There's a doe staring at me about 40 yards away. It's been there for about 10 minutes. I got some pictures and some video with a big camera. Just waiting for the boat to show up. She doesn't seem too concerned about me. She's just looking at me. I'm downwind, so she can't smell me, but just looking around. Not too worried. I need great grandpa to come check her out. I'm at the boulder. This is on the property we actually own. And some years we put a blind here. Other years the neighbor puts a blind here, and you know, we let them hunt here. It's no problem. Usually they're here during the week, and we're here on the weekend. But they put the blind up, so I'm sitting in it. It's about 2:45. And I think I'm gonna sit here for about an hour, maybe till 4 o'clock. Then I'll slowly walk back to the cabin. It's about more than half a mile, less than a mile, less than 3/4 of a mile to get back there, and so I can kind of hunt on the way back. It's still super windy. Well, it's about 4:30. Yeah, it's end of shooting light. Stayed at the boulder blind for a couple hours, didn't see anything. Has a lot of potential though. So now let's head back to the shack and start getting dinner going.
I thought you were in there sleeping.
Oh, hunting.
He lost all of his money. He was in the 10,
20.
24.
Go. For a goal.
35. Glad didn't get a queen or a 5.
Queen or a 5?
I think I put a queen in there. I threw a 10 in. So the question was, do I keep the 2 10s and the 5? Because that gave me 6 points and this only gave me 5.
Oh. Let's see. 15-2, 15-4.
6-7.
6-7.
So if I had done it the other way, and every other damn time I have a ton of deuces in my hand, and then the king comes.
Whoops! Give me some 8s.
I might as well.
Yeah, it's not gonna matter. Unless you pay. I need a pair of 8s. Two-person schmear. I had him down 12 to -1, and somehow I lost. Stupid game.
Cream rises to the top.
Yeah. It also curdles. Well, that's
the end of the day, it's about 8:30, and I'm getting up early tomorrow to head back up to the tree. I'll be getting up at 4:45 probably. My dad's gonna sleep in a little bit and just hunt from here, so he'll probably sleep until shooting light and walk around, kind of what I did this afternoon. But me and my dad played some cards. We played two-person Schmear, which is kind of a terrible game. I won one, he won one, then we played, I think we played 4 games of cribbage, and I think I won 3 of them. So I'm up money. I'm getting my inheritance a little early, but always good spending time at the shack. And it's getting late, so we'll see you out in the woods tomorrow. Well, good morning. It's about 20 after 5, and I'm just getting dressed, and I'm still at the shack. I'm gonna get on the 4-wheeler and drive over to my hunting area here shortly. It is cold. It's about 20 degrees, and the wind chill's less than that, and the low to mid-teens. It's windy, it's clear. I'm already cold, so apparently I've lost my toughness from last weekend because it was so warm yesterday. So we'll see how this goes. I don't like the wind. Wind is already howling. As you know, that's not good for my spot, but the leaves should be crunchy at least, so it's gonna be loud getting into my stand. But once I get in there and settled in, should be able to hear the deer maybe. I don't know. But we're just gonna hunt for a few hours this morning. Hopefully I can get something. See if we can get it done. See you out in the tree. Well, it's about 10:15 on Sunday, and I'm just getting ready to pack up and head in. The squirrels were super active today, the blue jays, chickadees, mice. Saw lots of little critters in the woods. I didn't see any deer, but I heard 2 sounds. that were most likely deer. One for sure. I mean, it was kind of right in front of me, not more than 75 yards away, but it's thick and it was in the direction of the sun, and never got eyes on them. But it was a good weekend. It was just me and my dad. It's a good time to play cards with him and, you know, chat. Never bad when you can spend quality time with your family. I don't think I'm going to come next weekend. Probably not. There's a slight chance Mark and I will come up next weekend, but it's a lot to be gone. You know, stuff's backing up at home. There go the squirrels again. Just 3 of them. Yeah, they were super loud today. It's interesting because I didn't really hear them much first weekend or yesterday. But super loud today, so. All right, I'm gonna get packed up and then I'll slowly walk back to the 4-wheeler and maybe jump something up. Well, it's Friday night, November 21st. It's the 3rd weekend of deer hunting, and we're back up at the shack. I didn't think we were gonna come this weekend, but Mark wanted to come, and not much else going on this weekend, so we decided to come up. It's late. We had to wait till after Mark's school and hockey practice, so we left about 5 p.m. and it's about 9:15, and we just got up here. So yeah, we're just loading the stuff in the shack, and we'll probably get to bed here pretty early, and then we're gonna get up early to give another whack at it. It's our last opportunity to get a deer. So Mark's gonna sit in a blind by himself for the first time ever. So we'll see how that goes. We'll talk more about that tomorrow, but stay tuned. Well, we played one game of Schmear, 4-person, and Tom and I won, so that's good. We're going to bed with quarters in our pocket, so it's about 10:15. We're getting up at about 4:45, so we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. It's about 6:45 Saturday morning, 3rd weekend of Minnesota rifle deer hunting. I just got settled into the stand. It's about 34 degrees. The bad news is it's windy, which I don't like. The good news is it's in my face. So hopefully it's in my favor in terms of the deer. The bad news is it's in my face, so I'll be feeling it. A little bit of a interesting start to the morning. Mark decided to hunt alone for the first time. So I set him up in what we call the TP stand, which is probably maybe 3/8 of a mile to my west. So I walked him to the blind. It's just a ground blind overlooking kind of a couple of areas deer like to run. My dad has shot a few deer there. So I got him there a little bit before 6. But then on the way back to the trail, I got turned around. It's the first time I've walked out of there in the dark. I've walked in the dark, and my dad has, you know, some thumbtacks and stuff to kind of guide the way. But on the way back, I lost the trail. So thankfully I had my Onyx Hunt on my phone, otherwise I'd probably still be there. So Onyx Hunt, if you want to sponsor the next video, I welcome all inquiries. But so I pulled it up and I could see a track on there, which I at first thought was my main 4-wheeler trail. So I started walking towards it, and it just, nothing seemed right. You know, the terrain didn't seem right, and so I kind of, you know, after a few minutes I just stopped, and I looked at the track. Well, the track wasn't the main four-wheeler trail. It was basically my trail from where I parked my four-wheeler to where I'm sitting right now. So if I would have walked all the way, that would have been, a little less than half a mile through the brush, which would have been a little interesting. So I just sort of, I could see I could see the main road, and so I just kind of headed in the direction where I knew the four-wheeler trail was in that general area, and I just tried to walk as straight as I could, and sure enough, I hit the trail, so that was good. I hit it about maybe 50 yards uphill from where I parked it to drop him off. So it definitely could get a little sketchy. And I didn't have anything with me. I didn't have my backpack with me. I didn't have my gun with me. I had a flashlight and I had my phone. That's it. So thankfully I didn't panic. I just sort of, caught my breath and had the Onyx. If I didn't have the Onyx hunt, I literally probably just would have sat exactly where I realized I got turned around and waited until sunlight. But the other implication of that is I got all sweaty walking out because I was busting brush. So now I'm all sweaty, and now it's windy, and now it's cold, so it's probably going to be a little bit of a frigid morning. So it's going to make for a good story when I shoot a nice buck right at first light here. So it's overcast. Technically, we got about 15-20 minutes until shooting light, but it's going to be another probably 15-20 minutes past that. It's probably going to be right around sunrise, which is about 7:30, before I'll be able to see anything to be able to identify it as a buck. So let's settle in and see if anything walks our way. Wish me luck. It's about 9:15. I saw a doe at about 7:40. I heard it. It was basically straight ahead of me, and it was just super quiet. It was definitely more quiet than a squirrel. There was a squirrel moving around about 10 minutes before that off to my left. Kind of part of me thought it was a squirrel, but I got ready anyway. Kind of looked in that direction, and then I saw her poked out into my opening. I don't know if I got it on camera or not. It's pretty far away in my opening here. We'll see, but if I hadn't heard her, I probably wouldn't have seen her. And that's just a challenge here, especially with the wind. The wind has, it's been blowing pretty good, but then there are moments where it's calm, which is nice. But I haven't heard a single shot yet this morning. So I think it's fewer hunters, and deer aren't really moving too much. But we'll stick it out for another couple hours here and then devise plan B. about 11:15. Haven't seen anything since that doe right after sunrise. I've only heard one shot all morning, and it came from over by the general direction of where the shack is, so there's a chance it's one of our guys. But in about 5-10 minutes, I'm gonna crawl down from here and head over to check in on Mark, and then we're gonna go into the shack for lunch, and then coming up with a plan for the afternoon. It's windy, but it's not terribly cold. I am cold because of the wind, but it's probably 40 degrees or 38. Birds have been active today, but apparently not the deer. Nothing, huh?
What?
Nothing?
Nothing.
Papa saw 4 like a half hour ago.
Oh, I did?
So he saw 3 does, and then he heard one grunting that he never saw right with it.
It's like an deer. And all of a sudden I'm like, look, that's a deer. Like 20 yards away, just like through those thin popples, you can just see that outline. And you're like,
was this the one or what?
The one is what I saw on top, and then she didn't even run. She just kind of like bounded away.
I wonder if it's the one I saw over there last week. It was the same thing. She just, a good sized doe. Yeah, they know.
They're, so the big one, so there was actually 2. One was bigger than the other for sure.
Okay.
Because they came running side by side around the knoll once I got to my spot.
Okay.
But they didn't run. They just stopped and looked back at me broadside. I mean,
The 12 pointers are supposed to do that.
we were eating if they had horns.
Yeah.
I thought it was a freaking deer coming up the ridge. Flapping through the trees, and he would stop. And he would land, and yeah, it was like, come on, man.
Usually they're like, where's the deer? They're like the first ones on the gut pile. Those Canadian jays.
Somebody should maybe go do something with those stands where Donnie shot down the ridge too. Those are still some good spots.
They're really good spots. Every time I walk by them, I think.
Yeah.
I crawled up in it last year, and it's a little sketch.
Yeah, the one up here on the ridge, one of the big pines.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I looked at it yesterday, and I was like, nope, sorry.
Yeah.
Needs to be cleared out.
Put a good ladder stand up there or something.
The popples are getting pretty tall up there.
It's right on the edge of it. All right, we just had lunch, and Mark and I are going to go for a little walk on the property and see if we can jump ourselves the deer. That one shot that I heard that sounded like it was from our shack was from our shack, and we got one hanging here. Grouse. Not a deer, but a grouse. Plenty of grouse around. Let's see if we can go find a deer. All right, if he falls, I want to get it on video. It's an old stand that Tom put up at least 10 years ago. The top part of it's missing, most of it's going into the trees. But with a little bit of clearing, this could be a good spot. It's right on the edge of a swamp. This is on our property, so we can actually do some improvements if we wanted to. The only thing a little sketchy are those cables. Yeah, trying to figure out what kind of pines we got. Lots of pine on the property. I think this is a spruce or a balsam, I can't tell. How do you tell the difference?
These are spruces.
Two pine cones. Exploring the cedar swamp, I found a narrow cedar. Very, very narrow. Looking for places to hunt in future years. This looks promising. Alright, now we're gonna start busting some ground. There's a trail right there, I can see that. I wouldn't want to drag a deer out of here though. Alright, onward. Pretty much. This to me is always one of the bushes. All right, Mark and I just got done walking through our property. We walked about 2 miles in a little over 2 hours. Went right through the swamp. Grandpa's already back here slacking, so we'll see what he did.
A buck grunted twice from the farther to the west. And I don't know if it was grunting at the 3 does or at me, but it had to be a buck. And so the thought process is, well, it's got to circle and follow those does, so I'm ready. And it never came, never circled. Find the does, and I grunted a couple times, and so it'll be interesting. They should show up in my trail camera, at least the 3 does, but the buck, I think, circled back to that main trail.
Oh wow!
Because that's not that far away.
I don't know, but you think it would want to stay off the main trails.
So, matter of fact, I did some scouting, and the noise from the day before, they were eating acorns.
I saw acorns up on my place too.
Yeah, but that was the noise. They were scraping away the leaves and to get to the acorns. Huh. That was the racket.
If I had to guess, the 3 that you saw and the one that you heard are probably the 4 that I saw opening weekend. Because there was a big doe and 2 young ones, and then that spike buck.
Well, yeah, could be.
You know,
could be. Yeah.
They were together and kind of hanging out. And
yeah, that could be because it grunted twice at me. That's what I was. Well, it grunted twice at the 3 does.
Well, you were on the other side of them, right? The does were between you and the.
Yeah. So the does are about 40 yards to the west of me on that trail going down, and then there's kind of a big cliff or knoll, and the grunting came from farther to the west, probably on the main trail.
Yeah. Well, how much farther is that? Another 20 yards?
No, it's probably another 75 yards.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm surprised you heard a grunt from 110 yards away.
That grunting is loud.
Okay.
And so where the grunting was, where the acorns were probably 40, 50 yards away, and it was so loud. And then as I'm carrying stuff out, I flushed 2 grouse.
Yeah. And the wind was coming from that direction too, as far as the noise.
Well, and then the 2 mice came into my ground blind, or one.
You must be making a mess, dropping all your food.
Yeah. So I did some scouting to see, because it seems like almost every deer is coming down that trail to the west, or going up the trail to the west, and then they head west to that main trail. They don't cut in front of me.
Right. They don't go east for some reason.
They don't go east. Although the one, that 9-pointer that I shot, it
was walking right towards you though.
Yeah,
right?
that was going east.
Yeah.
And
you shot one in that place the year before too. So 2020 and 2021, you got bucks out of that spot. Well, you got bucks. I know that because I was looking at old pictures.
I'll have to look at because I don't think I've shot 2 bucks there.
Well, you must have shot the other one, maybe in the other one, the one further west. Remember when you had it further west of that main trail?
I think I just shot does there.
Okay.
I think the other buck I shot was at the teepee spot.
Well, the one you shot where you had the fiasco was 2020.
Because you were in California.
Oh, I don't think I was in California.
You were someplace.
Someplace. And then 2021, you also got a buck. So I don't know where you would have gotten that one. Unless you were holding my buck. We'll have to check the book.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing tomorrow morning then?
I haven't figured that out yet. Okay. I'm 50-50 to go back up there, even if it's just for 2 hours. Okay. You know, it depends how late we stay tonight though.
Yeah. Well, and I'm all packed up, and so I can just walk around a little bit.
Yeah, all the stuff. I don't have to go up there. Everything's packed up, but I always see deer, so.
Yeah. So I put the scope on the smaller deer. No antlers, no antlers. So I'm watching that, and as I'm watching that, I see some movement off to my right. So I look back, and there's another deer coming. Small one, but I put and it's another darn doe, and they're just standing there, they're browsing. You know, they're like 40 yards away, and then what happens? Farther to the west, a deer starts grunting. It wasn't these three, it was another one farther to the west. It grunts twice. They just kind of looked at it and then just kind of meandered down to the main trail. And rather than turning left in front of me, they turned right, which was unfortunate. So I'm thinking, okay, that's got to be a buck and it's got to be tracking. So I'm waiting. Nothing. I tried grunting, tried bleeding, never
Rattling.
seen it.
Oh, man.
Yep. So I saw 3 does, and there was so then just before I took the ground blind down, I scouted up from where that noise was from yesterday, and it was a deer eating acorns. They were scratching through the leaves
Grunting
and
while
stuff.
he's eating.
Well, no, it was eating.
Well, you said he was grunting.
No, when it was done eating. So for about 20 minutes, the rustling leaves and the broken branches, and then when that stopped, then it grunted 12 times in a row.
You gotta move them acorns.
You gotta move your stand up.
Well,
You gotta move up a little.
I scouted, and there's no good place to but I started looking farther to the west because more of the deer are coming down that trail and then heading west rather than east. So I found a potential spot, but then the problem is the wind normally blows from the west. And so if I move to the west,
you're on the wrong side of it.
and I'm on the wrong side of it.
Side of your trail.
Yep.
But I had excitement at least.
That's
And
right.
Well, my 5 apparently isn't going to be long.
Okay, love it.
Couple of boys.
Got the game going now, man. So, since I took that. Killer play, I know, a killer play.
I'd have played a 10.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah. I was playing him for a jack, and so I was positioned.
21.
Fine.
I was positioned to stay out
Sorry,
of the
but
lead.
it didn't help because they got one. Mark, thank you.
Okay.
So did we get game?
You got game. No jack out.
No jack out.
You earned it.
You're kidding
Or did you get chopped?
Nope.
No, sir, we got you.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, winner of the first game, the Patchins. Patchin Family winner, chicken dinner, folding money.
He's got a $10 bill in there.
Chris.
Chris, freshly printed.
Yes, I just did those.
I just did. Got some tater tot hot dish going on in there. Another good night at the shack. That looks amazing.
I hope it's good.
Woo, tater tot hot dish.
And there's actually a whole nother one out there if we want more.
But you're gonna have to wait another hour.
It's half the size. You gotta wait another hour.
Nice catch. I wish I would have got that on film. You want to do it again? Slow motion.
I can. No. Sorry, Cam.
Speaking of which, I booked our halibut fishing tour.
Oh, did you?
Yep. Captain Allen.
Where are you going?
Juneau.
When are you guys doing that?
We're doing that in August.
Nice.
You got out of Homer.
Okay.
Didn't Marty used to take you guys all the time?
Yeah, been 3 times.
Oh yeah.
And then one of your son-in-laws was weightlifting before he went. He was telling us.
Yes, because trust me,
Yeah?
Try to get in a little shape because it's like a 10-pound weight.
Thanks,
At least when they go
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Anchorage
yeah.
and it's in a current.
Right.
So it's
lugging.
Yeah, and it's a long ways down.
Wow.
So
We're excited.
Okay. Second weekend. Came up Friday. Justin walked from the parking lot up the hill and where he usually parks. Decided to explore further north in the clear cut. Walked so far further north. Walked about a mile and turned around. Nice country, but no deer. Inch or 2 of snow. Justin walked into a stand and went to the trail camera about 50 yards away to checked for deer. Pulled the card, and that's when you shot the deer. Yeah. A few minutes later. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, you wrote this. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Justin and Mark beat Mike and Tom at cards.
Yay! Yeah.
Pack of 6 wolves visited gut pile on Sunday morning.
So you shot that one at the teepee?
Yeah, that was teepee.
Okay.
And stayed 45 minutes. 3 Oh, 3 black and 3 gray, most of it, et cetera, et cetera.
All right. Well,
Yeah. So that was the teepee.
Yeah. Okay. So you shot the doe spot buck the year before that.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
I have.
We wrote 2 different entries for that year.
If we get a shot.
Yeah, probably different weekends.
No, because I wrote one and I didn't realize that somebody else had written one because it said Mike got a 7-point smaller buck at TP blind.
Oh, there you go.
He also saw a pack of wolves, etc. And then I wrote, 2020, we didn't stay at the shack due to COVID. Saw running deer at the TP blind. No one else saw a deer. On Thursday, Mike shot 9-point buck at doe spot. That was 2020.
Yep.
Frank Spaeth helped drag.
Yep.
And Mike owes him a case of beer to shut him up.
When you get up at 9, you gotta go to bed early.
Oh, now I understand the game.
That's how the logic works.
Now the word.
That's dad math. Dad sleep in math. You doubt it. Well, I gotta pass once, you know.
I'll go too.
Didn't a lot.
Right here.
Mark, you ready, set?
I don't think anyone's ever ready.
Yeah, you're right. Nobody's ever really ready.
Oh! It was not!
Oh.
That was awesome.
Sorry.
I kind of like that.
No, I'm not.
That was fun.
That was fun. I enjoyed
That
participating.
was not fun. You guys aren't fun at all.
You know this Trump he's got. Still got Trump.
Not kidding. Yeah. You guys weren't not fun. Hey Lee, what's that beer can doing? Still got a hole in it?
So many holes.
Too many holes, apparently.
So many holes. It's terrible.
No comment. I am a bad influence on all of you. That's my answer.
All right, well, we made it Saturday night. Made it past 10 o'clock. It's 10:15. Cards weren't in our favor tonight, so you know what that means. It means the deer are going to be running tomorrow. I think I'm the only one getting up early to go hunting tomorrow. Last day of the season, but I got to get it done. I'm just going to hunt for a few hours, but that's usually when the deer are moving in my area, all before 9 o'clock. So wish me luck and see if I can get her done on the last day of the season tomorrow. Let's do it. Well, good morning. It's Sunday, the last weekend, the last day of the Minnesota deer firearms season. It's about 6 a.m. I'm in my stand. I'm ready to go. It's just 27 degrees. Light wind, really light wind right now. It's perfect. Clear skies. The stars are out. The leaves are crunchy. So it should be a good morning. I'm only going to hunt for a few hours, so I got to get it done. But if the wind can stay like this, nice and light, and hopefully the deer will get moving, at least I can hear them. Maybe I can get a look and maybe we can knock one down at the last minute. So let's see what we can do. I got about an hour until shooting light and probably a little more than that before I can identify a buck. So we're in here early. We got in here fairly quietly. And now I got an hour to let it settle down. So let's see if we can get one. Well, that's the season. I didn't see any deer this morning. Didn't even hear anything that I thought was pretty sure it was a deer, which is surprising. It's a nice, calm morning. I've been waiting for this all season since the first morning. Nice and calm. Light breeze occasionally, but you can hear everything. The squirrels were active enough where I got the heartbeat going a few times, but nothing deer-like. So I hunted all 3 weekends, the first time in a long time, and I didn't get one, and some might consider that a disappointing season, but I thought it was a pretty good season. Saw a bunch of deer, got to hang out with my dad and my kid, got to play some cards with some friends, and made more memories. So that's what this is all about. I don't take this for granted. Even just sitting up here, you know, just thinking about stuff and just having this calm, this peace. You know, I mean, we do have technology, right? I got my cameras and I got my phone, but I don't spend a lot of time on my phone out here. I like watching the squirrels and the birds and occasionally the deer. So, yeah, this was a successful season, I'd say. But now we look forward to next year. And I'm hoping to be back here with these same fellas in the same camp and the same woods, and God willing, in the same tree, and maybe some of the deer we saw this year will be bigger, more plentiful. Hopefully we'll have a mild winter and have more action next year. So if you like these videos, make sure you like and subscribe. I didn't shoot one this year, so we'll see if the videos are as popular when I don't shoot one. But I'll be back next year with another video, so make sure you subscribe and come along. We'll see you then. Any deer around here? Well, I guess I didn't go a morning without seeing deer, because driving my four-wheeler out, I'm about 50 yards from the main road, and 3 deer ran in front of me, ran across the trail right in front of me within 30 meters. And I didn't see any horns. They're just sprinting across the trail. The one in the back seemed like it's a pretty big deer, but we'll save them for next year. All I know is the fans aren't going to be happy that you're not cooking in your underwear.
Breakfast of champions.
There we go.
Oh, we're having sausage as well as
Last
ham?
day meal.
We're going all out.
Last supper.
You like them a little bit runny then? If just a little bit? Well, that's fine. Okay, coming across.
Yeah, we're not gonna lose weight on this trip, that's for sure.
Yeah, we got more.
All right.
Oh, that's
Brunch is served.
Yes.
I'll just use this plate then instead of.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody good? All right.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you, man, for joining us. Mm-hmm.